In reality, all the tools that we used when we were investigating tables and how to move around and experiment and sort and filter and search still all work when you're dealing with forms. If we take our FRM customers, for example, and we want to look for a particular customer, then we can use Access's search tool. We know already the search tool is the pair of binoculars up here on the home ribbon, or Control F on the keyboard. Either of those will activate the search dialog box. Now you'll find, if I just move it over a little, that it's exactly the same search dialog box that we saw when we were dealing with a table. We are searching for something. Now it's picked up Eugenie because that was highlighted when I activated the box, but it could be anything, such as Fred. I'm asking it to look in either the current field or the current document. Do I want to match the whole field, any part of the field, or the start of the field? So does Fred have to exist as the value of the whole field or any part of it? In that case, I would get Frederic and Freddie. So let's say actually the start of the field. So they must start their name with Fred. Do I want to search all of my records, or do I want to search just upwards or downwards through the data? Well, I'm currently in record 1. I can see that down here. If I were to search upwards, I would go no further than record 1. So let's choose all, and that way we'll go in both directions. I can choose to match the case, in which case Fred must be spelled totally in lowercase. Let's not do that because we don't know how it's been typed in. And search fields as they are currently formatted. So we go find next, and it finds a Frederic, which is record 560. Now it's found the Frederic because we said use the start of the field. Find next, another Frederic, record 992. Record 2810 is a Frederic, so is 3950, so is 5063. So each click will take me through the data. You can see it's jumping up numbers of records quite quickly until finally we get to the end and the last record, which is Fred. And it tells me Microsoft Access has finished searching the records. Search item was not found. That's because I've clicked one too many times and gone past the last record. So you simply use the Find dialog box to find what you're looking for. Either in the current field, that's usually the quickest search because then Access only has to go through each of the records but staying in the same field. If we choose the whole current document, then it's got to go through every field of every record, and that will take it much longer. So if you know which field you're looking in, the best option is to choose the current field and make sure that when you click here, you are clicking in the right field. So I'm now clicking in the address type, bring up the Find dialog box, and let's look for home. In any part of the field, find next, and we'll find that a lot of people have home in their address type. If, however, we click into address line 1 and do a search, and we're looking for AVE, shortened version of Avenue, any part of the field, find next, and we start to find a few people. Ian Jenkins, Hudson Avenue, Jill Jimenez, and we see that quite a few people live on Avenue. By doing AVE, I'm finding Avenue in full and AVE in short abbreviation, and there are even some AVE with a full stop we have there. So instead of having to do 3 lots of searches, by cleverly thinking what do those search terms have in common, well, they all have AVE within them, and that gets me Avenue, Av with a full stop, Av without a full stop, which effectively are all abbreviations for Avenue anyway. So the mechanics are click in the field if you know, if not then you can do a full data search anyway. Then bring up the Find dialog box, Control F, or click on the binoculars, type in your search term, decide to stay in the current field or the whole data, any part of the field, the whole field or the start of the field, and even choose to match the case if you're looking for a particular spelling case-wise of a particular word.